This week we are working on subtraction in math. There are many different ways to solve a subtraction word problem or a subtraction math number sentence. We're going to look at 4 different ways to help you solve a subtraction problem. One of the ways is to count backwards. Put the big number in your head and count backwards. You can do this on your fingers or with a number line. A second way is to use a math mountain. A third way is to use objects, like Unifix cubes or anything you have around at home, to help you act out the story or the math number sentence. The fourth way is to use circles in a drawing. You draw how many you have to start with, and then cross off what gets taken away to find out how many is left. Let's look at some more examples of what a subtraction problem might look like. Let's look at these 2 examples of subtraction problems. The first is just a number sentence. We can tell it's subtraction because there is a minus sign, circled right here in red. If I were to read this sentence, I would say 10 minus 3 equals what? The question mark represents what we are solving for. 10 minus 3 equals what? If I look down here at our story problem, it tells me a story. Bob had 10 apples. Tim took 3 apples away. How many apples does Bob have left? This is harder to tell at subtraction because there isn't a minus sign, so we are looking for subtraction key words. Away is a subtraction key word. Away is telling us that objects are leaving, they are being taken, which is represented by subtraction. My question also helps me. How many does Bob have left? This means that some have been taken away, so how many are still remaining? When I look at these key words, away and how many are left, it tells me that this word problem is going to be a subtraction problem. Now let's look at some strategies to help us solve these problems. Let's start with 10 minus 3. One of the ways is that we can count back. I need to put 10 in my head and then count back 3 spaces. I'm going to draw 3 spaces so I can count backwards 3 numbers. I'm going to put 10 in my head. Now I'm going to count backwards. 9, 8, 7. So 10 minus 3 equals 7. You can also use a number line to help you do this. If you had a number line, you would start at 10 and count backwards 3 hops because we are subtracting 3. If you were to start at 10, you would count back 1, 2, 3 hops. 10 minus 3 equals 7. Let's look at another strategy. Another strategy is to use the math mountain. First, I need to identify the total and the part. The total is the biggest number. That's 10. So 10 is going to go at the top of the mountain. I know one of the parts is 3, so 3 can go on either side of the mountain. The other piece, part or addend, is the one I am trying to figure out. This allows me to think of a subtraction problem as an addition problem, if that helps me solve it. I can think of 10 minus 3 equals what, or 3 plus what equals 10. If I have 3 down here and I were to draw circles up to 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I can count how many circles I drew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the missing part is 7. 10 minus 3 equals 7. Let's look at another strategy. Another strategy would be to draw circles to act out the problem on paper. It says 10, so I need to first draw 10 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 circles. Then it says to take away 3, which means I need to cross out 3 of my circles. 1, 2, 3. How many circles are left? If I count the circles without an X in them, I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 10 minus 3 equals 7. The last strategy you can use is using cubes or objects. It works the same as the circles, but instead of drawing circles, you'll use the objects. You would build 10 objects, then you would take away 3 and count how many were left. Now let's try some subtraction problems on your own. See if you can solve these 4 subtraction problems. 10 minus 4 equals what? 7 minus 2 equals what? 13 minus 7 equals what? And 15 minus 5 equals what? At the bottom of the paper you used to solve these problems, write the sentence, I used the strategy blank. Let me know if you used objects, circles, counting back, or a math mountain. Good luck!